Marvel Secret Invasion, a hodgepodge of boring writing, plot that doesn't make sense, a lot of character destruction, zero character development, that is just anger inducing. Secret Invasion has just now finished playing, and we have 6 episodes of crap. Each episode descends in runtime. We start off with 50 minutes and it goes down to 30 minutes. Boring. They don't handle their subject matter properly at all. The lack of paranoia. Fury should be suspicious of everyone, but there's no tension. He is not suspicious of anyone. There's no tension of him trusting the wrong person or revealing information to the wrong person. Everything is just mindless chatter. Every character that interacts with Fury just brings him down, and another pointless plot is the wife. She comes out of the blue, really gives nothing to Fury. They are, of course, 2 very good actors, and when you see the performance together, it is very moving. But I can't really feel sad for this character who was made up just for the show. It was someone close with Fury who has been with him for a very long time, like Mariah Hill. It would matter. But because this character just comes out of the blue, all this past information that we were getting feels like fake tension. And so at that point, as soon as they decide not to betray each other, all that tension goes out the window. Especially because this is just made up tension. The villain, Gravik, is a delusional child who was handed power because he was just very good at his job, but he has no real structure or understanding of how to rule. The amazing, vast technology that the Skrulls have developed or gotten throughout the space is not present at all through the series, except for the chamber, which will allow him to turn into a Super Skrull. But even then, he does not use that properly. Like, his attitude causes all the Skrulls to turn against him. So there's only 2 characters who actually get the Super Skrull powers, which very much limits his power. It would have been better if, like, them trying to kill the president, all the Skrulls at that time had the extremist virus, right? The show is giving us so much, but it is never utilizing the tools provided, and so everything is just fake tension that doesn't amount to anything. The ending and the show overall just makes no sense, especially the ending. It really ends with Fury in episode 5 has come to the conclusion or wanting that he doesn't want to have superheroes handle his problems. He wants to be the one to solve this problem and not rely on superpowered individuals. But what he does in the next episode is trust Gaia to end the conflict between him and Gravik, which goes completely against his whole motivation in the last episode. His plan of just trusting Gaia to be able to receive these powers at the exact same time as Gravik, and him not killing Fury as soon as he did, it's not really a plan. You're hinging on nothing. You don't know this girl, you don't know her training, but you don't know how she will do these powers, even though Gravik is like twice her size. Little nitpicks here and there. So much radiation in the facility. All the humans that they have captured there should be dead from radiation poisoning. From what we've seen, you have to go through these double doors, you go down the hallway where those humans are captive, and at the very end is where you have the chamber. As I watched the show, they never take the Skrulls like to the extreme. They never say that, there's never a question that Talos is Talos or Gaia is Gaia. Like, we don't even, I said before that we don't even know if Fury is Fury. Like, it could just be another person, since like we had in Spider-Man, right? And even that is played upon in the last episode, but no one is ever questioning the abilities of the Skrulls, like who is who. And it takes the whole spy thing and throws it out the window. Fury never really questions, is the intel I'm getting correct? Is this person I'm talking to the same person that I've always known? In the back of your mind, you should always have the idea, like, is this the person that I actually know? No one knew that these people in power were Skrulls. What's the bad guy's name? Gravik. He never utilized his powers or the Skrulls to the best of his ability. A smart person would have replaced all the security detail with Skrulls. And with Rhodes being right next to the president, at any point he could have just become the president. And I will always say this, that I think a hero is just as good as his villains. If you have a dumb villain, you're going to have a dumb hero. Fury never even tries to figure out who is a Skrull, and never able to figure out anything on his own. He's always just being told things. And even when he does figure out that someone's a Skrull, like Rhodes, he doesn't do anything. He just has a drink with them and gives them like nanobots so they can track him, but still doesn't amount to anything. And even to the point where they have Rhodes at gunpoint, they don't just execute him. They have to wait until he knocks out the Russian lady, when a bullet to the brain really just ends all speculation. Something that I really enjoyed was the firefight in episode 4 where they're ambushing the president's detail. But, I have a love and hate relationship with it. One, it's awesome action.
It's not awesome.
What I don't like is the lack of technology. You have people like Iron Man, Vision, War Machine. You have all these like superpowered individuals with technology that could be utilized, especially Skrulls who are aliens. They should have this technology, but you don't get to see that at all. They just use M16s. Right? And like I said before, none of them have the extremist fires. None of them are super Skrulls except for one guy. And he could have easily taken out the entire army by himself, like detail. But he just runs away. There is no danger for him. They just end up killing Talos and then running away. This show took $211 million to make.
That was my point. Don't steal that.
You can always say, you always add to it. You always add to it, or say it before. And it really is like, where does the money go? We really need to find out like where all this money went to, because it definitely wasn't into the writing.
What I mean is, why would they put this much money into something, just make something so mediocre? Where did this money come from, and why do you spend it like this? When you have this much money and you spend it like this, it make me question, like, what is the motive? This seems like a money laundering project, because the poor quality, I don't know why do these actors, they read the script, right, and they think this is good. I thought they have some sort of quality control where they're more selective, right? But no. The budget of this mini-series is $211 million. Avengers Endgame, $361 million. Everybody is talking about how expensive the Endgame is, but never mind. The budget is $356 million. Okay, everybody was flipping out how expensive it is. It made it back. It made $2.798 billion US. How much is this TV series gonna make? I wanna know. Give me the numbers. I don't know if it's should even make back of the investment, because it's just mediocre. We have a cast of all season actors, actress, very established. I haven't looked into the writer and director of this, but this comes from what Disney studio, like Disney, seriously, Mickey Mouse. Why? That's why I go back to my talking point. I felt like this is a money laundering project. The mouse got this money from somewhere, and the mouse need this money to be like legitimized. Yeah, they're just gonna like put this money into the movie. I did my math. This movie, I'm already calling it a movie, because guess what? This thing is not even long. 6 episodes, right? 2 50-minute episodes, and then it declined to 41 minutes, 35 and 35 and 35. Altogether 4 hours, 4.1 hours for $211 million on a mini series. Make it make sense. How do you make it make sense? It makes no sense. This is a smear campaign is what's going on. It makes Skrull looking bad. It make Captain Marvel looking dumb for like justifying Skrull. It make Fury looking dumb. It make Disney miniseries looking dumb. Like everybody was talking shit about Mandalorian, this and show. Oh, Marvel has gone to hell. Have you seen Secret Invasion? It's really bad. It's kind of like The Idol. It is kind of like The Idol. Like, we sitting here like finish watching the entire thing and wondering why. What is the point? What? Also, the romantic scenes, like the romantic plots. Fury and his wife. Who asked for it? Who asked for it? Did any fan be like, oh, you know what Fury need? A wife. A long distance relationship wife who's like come back and assassinate him. But no, she can't assassinate him because she actually fall in love. Really? I mean, it looks good on paper, but how they executed it was not romantic. It was not fun either. It just made me question why. It's very bland.
Hey, editor Elon, just please put this at the very, very end.
Okay.
Put this right at the very end.
Okay.
If I had to say, if you like Marvel, I can't justify watching this show.